Hello, and welcome to what has dubbed Nations. This is a prelude to what I'm going to be doing in the future, but there needs to be some backstory. So, me and my friends got bored one day, and decided to just go into a world and be stupid. Well, my friend wouldn't tell me where he was, so I kind of just did that one off to my own thing. And then we had more people who kind of did that. Thereby, we had 4 people in different areas. So we just created a set of rules and just kind of roll with that. So now we have these little nation states. There were originally 7, 4 of them died, or 3 of them died. 1 is over there. This is Rome. This is where I resided and built and did things. This was my flag. This was the military banner. Why military? Because, well, we also had the ability to go to war with each other. And that number was based on villagers. So, which gave incentives to build towns. I'm sure you can hear them. But, it was... So, Rome had a rapid expansion. That island is in the... Or actually, let's just go to the countries. This is Rome. The 4 surviving nations currently have a embassy in my capital of Rome. This is a peace treaty. This is the Roman history that actually... I'll take this. This was another trade deal. This is Rome, of course. This was Carthage. Carthage was over there, got hijacked, and then moved over there. This is Greece / the Byzantines. I use them interchangeably just to annoy my friend. And this is the Atlantean flag. This is Atlantis, and he literally resides in the ocean. See, here's a map. This one is Rome. That is Atlantis. This is also part of Rome. That's Rome. That's Carthage. This was the Fourth Reich, and that is Greece. The Spanish Inquisition is literally a speck. That one where the crosshair is, that's literally where the Spanish Inquisition. And then there was temporarily a communist Canada. So there were 7 nations. Only 4 now remain. I am running to a bed. Get rid of the rain. So, we have... Yeah, this villager noises. Yes. Of course, skeleton horses. Why wouldn't there be skeleton horses? Whatever. Alright, so... Roman history. This was the Roman legions. How many I had? Rome founded Carthage, was over there. Also, Rome always had a food source. Lone beachside for the Roman Empire. We are given only representation by Carthage and its heritage. Discussion of wartime tactics against unruly foes with Carthage. Famine in Rome escalating. Annexed that entire island. That island that was mine. That he gave. This is the island he's talking about, that little kind of peninsula right there, that sand and small grass is what he gave me. I then annexed the entire island. He could do nothing about it. Atlantis declares war, mobilization of the Roman legions, rapid expansion of the Roman army, Carthage renamed to the Fourth Reich, Atlantis signs peace treaty, insulted Greece for being poor, suspicious of Atlantis and the Reich, alliance signed with Greece. Greece started writing history. The railway between us happened. A ghost haunted Rome. Matt glitched. My friend glitched the game. New Carthage founded and Reich destroyed by the Byzantines and the Romans. Territories to be divided. And that was about as far as we got. I shall go to the other countries just to show you. We shall go to we shall go... Oh shit, I need my card. We shall go to the Byzantines who reside on the side with the railway. That was the train station. As you can see, this was the puny farm that I had been using for Rome, and also breeding villagers. And then I made the giant farm that is now over yonder. Trans-Byzantine Railway. It's quite nice. Nice thing. There was a glitch chunk there, so I just literally mined out an entire chunk just to put it back underwater. Everything looks really nice underwater. Sad that there was this a slight mountain in the way. I had to make a right to avoid Atlantis, which is back there. You can see some of the ruins of the Reich. That is the Byzantium, the Greeks' military banner for his military. That it was the trading cart. I wonder if he still thinks it. Yeah, he does. If you give it to him to use them. If not, send them back. So yeah, he never got that. I put it in my history book. Brilliant. So yeah, this is the Byzantines / Greece. Oh, yeah, she put Greek. I'll be damned. I am not going that far to put Latin. I do not know Latin, and I refuse to use Google Translate to insult Latin. This is his mine. This was his little tower. He has a map here as well, with just like the rest of the world. I'm gonna read his history book. Homeland, Greece, Rome, relations, allies, Atlantis, neutral, New Carthage, relations, unofficial allies. Greece is started history, finally. There was a Vape Nation, possibly the Spanish. Yeah, there was a nation they called the Vape Nation that turned into the Spanish Inquisition. Greece denies its existence. Transcontinental railway built between Greece and Rome. Fourth Reich most likely going to collapse. New countries, Communist Canada, New Carthage, and the Spanish Inquisition. Neutral to all. That's his history book. He has a horse. See, here's his place on the map. The Imperial Scepter of Septi. It's been a while. I'm pretty sure this is a treaty. Yeah, treaty. Near fire. Well, not my problem. Oh, he's got another portal. Did not see that. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna hijack one of his boats. Those are the villager donations for armies. Mine. And let us... Actually, I'm gonna take this back. Gimme. And we shall off to see the ruins of the Fourth Reich. They were literally trying to help the hilarious Nazis. They literally had a they literally made like weird gas chambers that were supposedly called gas chambers. They had that was a farm. They had like inhumane things. It was quite entertaining for a small amount of time, but then it just got old really quickly. Yep. So, here's what remained if the war against the Reich. They outright lost. Yeah, they made a portable gas chamber. Blank sign, blank signs. That was ruins that they had supposedly excavated according to their lore. Their enchantment table. And not much is here anymore. This was really all that they had either, and we burnt it down. Mostly because they were inactive when we had warned them many times, so there's like nothing here at all. And let's go to Atlantis, the challenger of the Romans. it ended in an uneasy peace treaty where we just literally just kept building armies, which is why I have 44 and he made a villager farm, which is illegal. And then later, he was getting around to building an actual proper thing, but that stopped. So he has that little thing down there. Here's the Atlantis. There's stuff. Lots of goodies. Lots of quartz. Currency was gold, quartz, and lapis. And yeah. See, he's got all these goodies. That is the peace treaty that we had signed. I like this piece. Here's his map. And a chest. Auto smelter. Not really much here. He even put banners underwater to enforce his liquid claim. Literally. Spanish Inquisition was starting to do something on land. I'll actually pull up to his little farm. He actually got a mending book, which was quite valuable when you have things that you don't want breaking. So mending was. So he got a villager. Yes, the remnants of the Reich flag. Yep, and the Spanish Inquisition is like right here. They're literally just a tiny blip that came and poofed. Yep. We had blown up. A battle was fought here against the mobs, and then we blew open the side of his house accidentally. And then he was, looks like he was starting to work on a missile silo. Which, to be honest, would have been really cool if it done. Actually, what's that say? I got some blocks. Fuck the League of Nations. Well then. Somebody's hostile. Then he can see Greece from over there. No, oh no, this was a great little experiment. And the reason why we're doing this is we're making round 2, or season 2 of this. People kept asking about it, and they wanted mods, so basically I had to also take time and figure out what mods would be what, and say a single nation can only use a said mod. So, we've gone from 1.10 back down to 1.7. I was hoping to keep this as big as updated as possible, but clearly people just wanted mods. And I think our last stop shall be the New Carthage, with a pit stop in Sycharis, the work in progress town of Sycharis. So yeah, Rome looks really nice from here. This is Sycharis. Not really much to see besides a giant farmland. And then New Carthage. Yeah, the New Carthage is quite small, but then again, he was part of the Reich for the longest time. He got stuck there and couldn't leave. This was his little area. His tiny little home. The Tree of Hope, which, if I just punch in here, we snuck a jungle tree inside of here. And this tree just grew around it and just said, screw that. He had a big plan for a pyramid, which never got done. cleared out the space for it. Never got around to doing it. All in all, he is the poorest of all the nations, and Rome is literally the wealthiest. Thanks in part due to the battle against the Reich. That's dirt. It's not. It's blocks. Food. Where's his horse? Yeah, he's doesn't have much left after the Reich exploded. We shall go back to Rome, and I can show you mine, and then I'll let you guys, you viewers, be the deciding thing. There's a small little outpost from another person over on that mountainside. I shall show you. It was like a little mini. It wasn't really much. It was just like a weird side farm project that never completed itself proper. If there was one thing I had to say, there was always a skeleton horse problem. There was always a skeleton horse problem in the middle of the ocean. Like, you could just go there, and then people would just get stuck. Here's another building with a whole bunch of cats inside that someone named. We've got Bumblebee, Move, Teddy, Twilight, Furby, Maddie, Bonnie, Freddy, Foxy, and Swasticat. Swasticat, the Reich actually did have a cat, and they actually made Swasticat with the actual ACI code. They named it Swasticat. So here is the Romans' power. They have lots of money to spend, lots of iron to go through, tons and tons of that, lots of things. There's probably things in the furnace. Yeah, bricks, good things, banners. You can just see all my banners that I've made. The Reich flag any Reich flag that I had seen, minus the one on Atlantis, because that isn't mine, I had taken and then vaporized, or just put in there. And yeah, all in all, this is the world that started nations, and this will be. This world shall continue on in existence in the future world. The lore has it, after the defeat of the Ender Dragon with the Grand Four Nations that still standed, the world began to cave in on itself. The dragon was holding everything together, but how could we know? It kept killing us all. So we killed it, and then had our world collapse. The Romans performed a ritual with all their materials, and then transported all of themselves to a new world. Here's the rest of the stuff. And then what's going to happen is the Nether is going to hold the remains of this part of the world. Nothing else, just the part of where all the nations existed. Beyond that, everything is fucked. Here's more military banners, because they're starting to prep an invasion of them, of Atlantis. You get a nice view of what they were doing over here. They had claimed that mountain. So yeah, this weird little bay. All in all, everybody had fun, it seemed. The only thing I ever got to complain about was the fact that of villagers being used as armies. We were relying on buggy and annoying AI to properly account for military strength. Because citizens, you need citizens for army. So, the plan is, we're going to toss the villager system and replace it with a live system. Based on something I have no idea. We're probably going to still use villagers, but they won't be armies. That's the hope anyway. Start to go over with the group. Oh no, this is the world. This is what you can expect to see at some point that'll reappear. And now you have the backstory of why Nations 1 has no visual proof and why Nations 2 is going to be the start of a modded series. I hope you guys enjoyed the probably boring and rundown video of explaining what this entire thing is and why everything is the way it is. I hope you all guys enjoyed. See you in the new world. Bye bye.